I'm Earl Stewart. I welcome you to Earl Stewart on Cars Mystery Shopping Report. Kia Country of Savannah, Georgia. Agent Lightning hit the road again this week with Earl on Cars' first visit to historic Savannah, Georgia. What makes this mission extra special is that Agent Lightning really needs a car and planned to actually buy a new Kia Telluride in Savannah. If successful, we get a rare glimpse inside the secretive going-ons inside a car dealership. Here's the report, speaking as if I were Agent Lightning. I arrived at Kia Country of Savannah late in the day and began checking out the selection of Tellurides on the lot when I was greeted by a salesman named Brian. He asked if anyone was expecting me today, and when I said no, he joyfully agreed to help me. He said they had just received several new 2023 Tellurides fresh off the truck, but in full transparency, they don't have the final window stickers yet. He also mentioned a market adjustment, which surprised me. Doesn't surprise me. Brian explained that their prices have always fluctuated with the market and that all their cars have them, including the Telluride, which is one of the highest. Brian asked if I would like to go for a test drive. I said yes, and he went to get the keys to one of the specific test drive vehicles. We walked outside, found the vehicle. It had an MSRP of $40,405. It had an addendum for the Kia Plus package for $5,995. Can we just say $6,000? We had a nice test drive, and Brian went over all the features on the Telluride. Then we went back to the dealership and returned to his desk. When Brian collected my information, he asked if I would be financing the car, and if so, would I want to run my credit now? I declined to run my credit at the moment, but mentioned that I have great credit. Brian then handed me a sales sheet, which had a breakdown of the cost. The market value selling price was MSRP $40,405, which is, I don't know why they did that, because it's not the market value selling price.
Right.
Otherwise, they wouldn't be marking it up. So they're confused. But they added the Kia Plus package for, can we call it $7,000, $6,995, and a $998 delivery fee. These are junk fees. $698 dock fee, another junk fee, and $76 in taxable fees. The real price was $49,712, a whopping $8,767 over MSRP. I pointed to the Kia Plus package, remarked that the price had gone up on that between the test drive and now. It was now $59.95, and now it was $69.95. Brian said that was the Kia Plus package and $1,000 market adjustment. So got an answer for everything. Making them up as fast as you ask the questions. When I asked Brian about the delivery fee, he explained that they choose expedited delivery. Now, that's a whopper.
Right.
There's no, well, I'm not a Kia dealer, so I can't say for a fact, but I can't imagine that Kia would charge a dealer more money for a car because it was expedited delivery. That's got to be nonsense. He says they get their cars right away and the other dealers have to wait for them. That is, well, I won't use the term that I started to use because that would be bleeped.
I Googled Kia expedited delivery, which kind of sounds like an official Kia thing. Google doesn't know about it.
Yeah.
So.
Well, if Dr. Google doesn't know, no one knows.
Brian.
Well, I'd flown up with the intention of actually buying a car to drive back to Florida. I couldn't justify paying that much. You know, going back to Kia for a minute, you know, Kia is the quality of the car, and they've come way up in the J.D. Power surveys and the Consumer Reports. I mean, the Kia is really a good car now. And it's a shame that such a good car has such shabby dealers. That happens when a car manufacturer comes into this country. They kind of grab the dealers that they can get, and a lot of the dealers aren't really interested in new cars that come in. Yugo is an example. But sometimes, like with Kia, it's a quality car. They really build a good car. Now you have to deal with a low-quality dealer and a high-quality car, which is too bad. So that's basically what we have here.
I'm going to go with and give him a D-.
For my grade, I'm going to say F.
I hate to do it again, but I got to give him an F.
I'm going to give him an F. I have a twinge of guilt because, you know, it could be a C+ average dealership, And we're giving F because this one salesman was really a bad guy. I mean, to me, the worst offense there was making up a story about expedited delivery. That's a flat lie. He's a liar. And that he could be the only rotten apple in the barrel. You remember when you go into a car dealership, you're dealing with one salesperson, and then you might deal with one manager. A medium-sized dealership probably has 15 or 20 salespeople. A lot of larger dealers have 50, 60 salespeople. And when you go in there, one chance out of 60 or one chance out of 25, and there's always a rotten apple in the barrel. I mean, maybe not always, but often there's a rotten apple. So I sometimes feel bad for dealerships. They have a rotten apple, and Agent Lightning happens to end up with a rotten apple, and it makes the whole dealership. Well, that's true.
She runs into a lot of rotten apples.
You had a bad experience at a restaurant or a retail store. You blame the whole store. You just don't go back. One bad waiter in a restaurant can keep you away from going back to that restaurant ever. So the message to the listeners and the watchers to this show is: don't be afraid to switch salespeople. You go in and you don't like the experience, ask to speak to another salesperson, or better yet, ask to speak to the manager. If you talk to 2 or 3 people and it's still a rotten experience, and you got yourself a rotten egg. But sometimes it's just the one rotten apple that you're dealing with.
Right.
Hi, this is Earl Stewart. Thank you for watching this video. If you would like to be notified of new videos that we post to our YouTube channel, simply click on the subscribe button and the bell icon in the lower right-hand side of the screen.